Good evening, everyone. We're here today to review the 2015 budget that we estimated and that we have actually accounted for this year compared to the 2014 figures. So my name is Tamara Jackson and I'll be presenting all the information. So I've presented a slideshow to go through all the tables and variances that I have gathered today for you. Basically, first up we have the sales budget. So this is a breakdown from July 14 through June 15 with the monthly sales that we predicted of coffee beans, homewares and toys, lavender bags and handbags, Christmas hampers, organic produce and oils. So what we've predicted is estimating on factoring different monthly figures when competitors, have new products out. That's what we estimated last year. On the next slide here, you'll see that we've got our annual expense budget, so all our outgoings for the year. So we've got product costs, import duties, freight inbound, freight insurance. You'll see there's quite a significant output for the year that we've predicted. I have broken down the figures a bit more for the sales manager into the quarterly expense budget. So you'll see there that it does differ, or for the quarters it is the same, because we are just working on an annual amount. Regarding the figures for the budget, we've predicted that coffee beans will be equal each month except for April, May and June. That they'll fall because the new competitors are entering the market. Again, sales of Christmas hampers, very predictable guys. October, November, December, Christmas sales through the roof, and we'll always have more sales then than at any other time in the year. So, as you'll see, we've budgeted a good amount for the year. So we'll also review, once we've got all the 2015 figures into place, what we do then is we need to compare the difference from what we budgeted to what we've actually received and spent for the year, because the goal is to have minimal variance as possible. We need to predict the same each year. Any large variances, especially of 2%, we need to be factoring in everything. So as you can see, there were quite significant high variances for them. The main ones were occupancy expenses, homewares and toys, sales and marketing, employee expenses. So I'll run through a bit of a brief overview of why, after discussing with several staff members and management. We revealed that occupancy expenses, that we were actually able to save money here. We were able to renegotiate our lease, holding off the annual increase until the 1st of January, which is good because we're saving money, but we need to perhaps forecast this better in future years and future budgets. Homewares and toys, so this is unexpected. We've had one of our main suppliers increase their prices unexpectedly. Again, we do want to try and get our budgeted figures as close as possible, because this expenditure, extra expenditure is quite unnecessary. We should either look at changing suppliers or factoring this in so that we know that we have enough money to keep going for the next year. Sales and marketing was due to a very sad sales advertising company going into administration, something we can't predict at the time. And employee expenses, due to a very late adjustment in the industry award, we weren't able to account for them correctly. So we do want to try and factor in these for next year when we are doing the 2016 budget, and so that we can either source maybe a few different quotes from different suppliers and get an average, instead of changing suppliers, especially when they do increase, stuff like that. So I'll just quickly try and speed things along. Is there any questions? Oh, good question. What areas of the organisation did you obtain information? Did I obtain information from in order to prepare my budget? So basically, I reviewed a lot of the expenditures statements, financial statements. I met with board members. I met with management staff. I did have a couple of calls to suppliers just to confirm everything and whatnot. So yeah, I did meet with a whole variety of the team, and I did review a lot of the financial reports. Okay, another good question. How did I ensure the budget reports are consistent with the objectives of the business? So again, before I do any of the budgeting, I need to review the objectives of the business. There is no point preparing a budget unless I do know everything that the business is trying to, achieve in the next year. There's no point trying to budget less expenditure and less revenue if the business, doesn't want to expand. And I know that Ethical Trading Group wants to expand, so we have to factor in is your drive for the sales, which is going to increase our cost of goods that we have to purchase to resell, cost of staff. If we do grow, we're going to have to employ more staff members, so I do have to know exactly what your objectives are before I can budget something in. Alright guys, I will print off all the PowerPoint and the reports and email it through to you so you can review. If you have any questions, please email me or come and give me a chat after the meeting. Thank you.